Okay, and maybe here I can put maybe like a 1-800 number. So go back to their website or some kind of phone number right there, 212 number, copy, paste. I want to make sure that this is the same size as that. I don't want to have a whole bunch of different font sizes, just maybe like one or two within this area. Now, notice how I have a guide here on the right side, so there should also be another guide of equal spacing on the left side. Okay, so I know that this should come here and this should come here. Now right away I'm starting to think alignment. Okay, so if I can get this picture and move it over so that his back is aligned with the top of the text. Okay, and maybe even if there is a guide at the top of his shoulder, then that can line up with my text here. You can see how it looks there. And then the right side of this aligns with the bottom of the right side of the phone number. So again, with my composition, I'm applying my principles of design. Okay, contrast, repetition, alignment, proximity. If you at least just stick to those four, you're on a you're heading down the right road. I'm going to hide my guides for a second. Command semicolon or Control semicolon on Windows. Perhaps I want to add, if there is an organization logo that will work in that area, I'm going to try and put it there. So let's see what they have on here. This is not going to work all the time. It really depends on the organization, on what their logo looks like. So I'm going to try and get it this way. Right click, and I can't copy their image, so I'm just going to do a screen grab on the Mac. Command Shift 4, grab it that way. Now on my desktop I now have that screenshot. Okay. Drag it, drop it inside my composition. And although I would love to drop the white, can it be done? Absolutely. Am I going to do it in this tutorial? No, because that's a little bit more advanced blending techniques, but I'm going to just leave it like that for now. And last thing we need here is perhaps just another kind of phrase, secondary text here, just to fill in this area, maybe a stat or some other kind of intriguing information. So going back to their website, there's a stat right here. It says, 43,000 New Yorkers will sleep in a homeless shelter tonight, including 17,000 kids. So that right there, if I can get it to come back, I really like that. It's short, but it's factual, and it just addresses, it supports the statement that I'm trying to make. So I'm going to put my guides back on. That's going to go right here. Now, because that's more of a multi, it's more like a paragraph, it's more than one line of text, I'm going to apply this as a text box. So I'm going to make my box right there. My cursor is blinking, and I'm going to paste. Okay, the size is wrong, the color is wrong, the font is wrong, that's fine. Just paste it in there and set it. Command return to set it. And now I'm going to come here and change the font. So I believe down here I'm using Helvetica Neue, so I also want to use Helvetica Neue. That way I'm not changing my fonts too much, and I'm using the medium version, and I'm going to come here and just tighten up my leading. I don't want any hyphenation, so I'm going to make sure that my just formatting it so that it works, it fits. Tighten up my tracking, set that back to 0. and New Yorkers should not be on two different lines. So we want to probably make that one line. I can take my box here that I created and just open it up a little bit wider. Notice how I don't have to highlight the text to do this. A lot of students do this and they try to adjust things. You don't have to do that. As long as you're on that text layer, your editing will occur automatically. And I think this will be set to white. Size this down just a little bit more. Now, I'll hide my guides. So right there, that's an effective poster campaign. It gives me the visual, the strong visual. It gives me the message, a little bit of information, and then contact information for the organization that is producing this ad. The last thing I'm going to do is with this picture here, okay, I might just go with an adjustment layer just to intensify how this image looks. So I'm on the man layer. I'm going to go down here and perhaps choose a brightness contrast adjustment layer. And by doing that, it opens up the settings here. I'm going to perhaps just increase the contrast. Okay, so that's a before and that's after. Before and after. So just better contrast the image. Honestly, that's it. I'm satisfied with this. I might come back to it later, make a few tweaks or adjustments to it. Maybe I can select all three of my type layers here. Where did you sleep last night? I'm holding out the command key or control key to select all three layers. I can perhaps make that just a little bit larger. And I'm going back to my guides. Again, making sure that everything is lined up on my guides. So we have our right alignment here. Put that on the guide. Phone number, information here. So I know this one was a little bit lengthy, but you can see where it really is not that difficult to lay out a poster once you have the right information, the right image, and just a few application of design principles. You can really create an effective poster. So good luck. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or post a question on the Edmodo board. I would like to see poster designs even this evening or definitely tomorrow. I would like to see a version of what you have done. All right, so until then, peace out.